The test today, though, for Australia, won the toss, decided to bat first, is one of expectation. And essentially, they would expect that they would beat the Netherlands. And the question that's been asked because of that poor start is, are they on their way? And if you're going to dot the I's and cross the T's, you've got to be on your game.
One from the over, 51 for one. Australia has lost the first two games, picked up back-to-back wins, and will be in the hunt for 3 on the trot to keep in that top 4 position. The Dutch surprised South Africa in Dharamshala. What a win that was, and they'll certainly be looking for a couple more wins to change the narrative back home about the sport of cricket.
Again was missing.
Yes, second time in 11 months. It's becoming a bit of a habit, isn't it?
So seeing some analysis of Steve Smith and his technique and the little adjustment that he's made, you can see in these dismissals, as the ball comes out, his front foot's just falling across to off stump, which in the past never been an issue for Steve Smith at all. It were always blew my mind when I was having issues with LBW that Steve Smith would never, ever, ever miss the ball that was straight on the stumps. But seeing how things have adjusted. And it's really interesting to see that, for me, the obvious change for Steve Smith, and this is a really, really good example, is in 2019, his pre-movement that he makes it early. Yes, he goes back a deeper, but he makes it early. And you can see his left foot is stationary as the ball's bowled. It's quite flat, but it's stationary. Whereas in 2023, he's moving a bit later with his back and across movement, and then his front foot is actually still moving as the ball comes out. We'll come back after this ball. And the most interesting part with this split screen is his front foot in 2023 actually just falls across to the offside. It's not placed and stationary, it falls across, which means his ability to understand exactly where the line of the ball is just a little bit out. But you can see as soon as he gets that pre-movement a little bit earlier, then he's stationary at the release of the ball, and then he's got access all around the ground again.
Good single.
And it really is something so simple for all young batters to realise is as the ball's about to be bowled, you want to be as still as you can, so your head's really, really still, so then as the ball comes out, you can just pick up the line of the ball and then get your head going right through the line of the ball. It's so crucial. If you move a little bit earlier, then the ball feels like it's about 5 k's slower, whereas you move late, everything feels really rushed.
Timing is everything, I guess, and it might be a case of mistiming it. Easy to correct or not?
Oh, it's easy to correct once you understand that that's actually the issue, and all it takes is just making that movement one. And Steve Smith's just been a genius at being able to make little adjustments to his technique throughout his career. And as soon as he knows that little adjustment needs to be made, then it's just the timing of his movements. And making sure that as the bowler's about to get in his jump into his load up, then he gets his pre-movement, makes sure he gets it done, so then as the ball's then released. But it is a conscious thought that you have to be able to get that timing exactly right. Different batters, some don't have pre-movements at all, they just stand there and they react to the ball coming out. others have a pre-movement to get themselves into a powerful, still position as the ball's released. You just got to make sure that you're better off getting into that position earlier, so you're still than moving too late.
The tight over from Port Premier Corinne. 9 gone, 53 for 1. I mentioned it's been 16 years since these two teams faced each other in an ODI match. In fact, they've never played in any other format. But in the warm-up game in Thiruvananthapuram, Steve Smith opened the batting. He got 55 from 42, 4 fours and 3 sixes. Play teams so often these days, but these two teams, it's a new experience, a new generation of cricketers with a new experience. And how nervous the Dutch are. Certainly did start off. Four runs, 2 straight, and Smith doesn't miss out.
With batters who crab across like that, you're just drawn to their pads. You got to be telling yourself all the time, keep channel, keep channel. And sometimes you think, oh, I can hit those pads. Well, you can't, not most times. It's worth the go, I guess, at Steve Smith. This time, able to deal with it easily.
Another boundary. It's after a quiet period. It's back-to-back.
Well, the one thing that I do know is that that's very, very good signs for Steve Smith when he scored so many runs in all formats of the game. This is one area just past the keeper